It's the people of Westland. None of this really belongs to us. We've got a few of our own private tools here, but that's about it. So anything we bring here is basically donated. We've had good donations, like from Trust Power and John Cowan and just various people around. Like sometimes we arrive at the gate and there's an engine sitting out there. You don't even know where it comes from. So people have been very good. There's been tools left and all sorts of things.
Fantastic.
So this is this truck was bought by the county for the 1976 centennial, and it was running at that time, and that was the last time it was run in 1976. Fortunate having Neil Beecroft, and Neil was just retired from being a motor mechanic for a while.
Side valve, no wonder.
Yeah, what to do it. And it's been a real mission for him. And yes, and even getting parts, like we had to get new exhaust, cast iron exhaust parts off the engine and the manifolds, and they cost us $50 each to get new ones. So the price of parts is starting to go up. We pick up old V8s, a few years ago for nothing basically, but now that time's gone.
And is this for this?
Yeah, it comes out of this. So we're taking the tray off it, and we're going to go to pub charity because I said to them, well, put the engine back in the power station, the steam engine.
That's right. Yeah, that's up.
The beauty about steam is you've got the horsepower and you've got revs at this level. Whereas with the petrol motor, if you go down in the revs, you lose the power. They have what they call a power band. Used to be at the Tamara playground was an old logging winch up there. You might remember that. But Miss cranked us the crankshaft out of it. It was actually dated 1874. The date's stamped on here. So it's
running steam engine at the moment.
We better show you the steam engine. This is Mort's pride and joy. And Mort can tell you.
It's steam engine. Came from the Chins farm down in the Waitaha Valley. It was originally owned by the Trembras. And we've dated it as close as we can, around about 1862. It was the farm was run by a water wheel, and then the steam engine, and then it went to a Lister motor, and then it went to an Anderson motor. The water wheel's still down there, and we've got the steam engine, the Lister, and the Anderson. The steam engine's now a runner. The Lister's a runner. I'm not too sure on the status of the Anderson. I think it's ready to be rebuilt. But on the top, you open this little valve and the oil drops into the middle, and you close that valve and you open that one a little bit and the oil drops down through here and actually goes through with the steam. And then the whole lot comes out through the exhaust. To reverse it, you just take the pin out and you push that lever across to there. That changes all the valve gear and it goes back the other way. There we go. That's the flywheel. It would have had another little pulley on the bottom here that actually ran the cowshed. You would run the vacuum pump. It's restorable, so you had a little wee tray at the back, so it's like a little three-wheeler thing. You had a little tray on the back and put your wee baggage and carts and crates on the back.
I remember those, yeah.
Remember those? Yeah, so that's what that was, a Lister auto truck.
Yeah, well, I think they just had one wheel on the front there, didn't they?
Yeah, just one wheel on the front.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
sort of,
Yeah. So, 1,250, 1,300 hours on this, stripping it all down to bare metal and all the rest of it, and doing it all up. And Steve Foster painted it for us, but it's still a $4,800 paint job. The unfortunate part is it's actually the new colour of fire engines, because the week before or 2 weeks before this went in, Steve had repainted both the Hokitika fire appliances, and of course old Neil Houston is the joker in charge of fire stuff here. He's the project manager for fire things, and I said to him, it's ready to go, take it down to Steve, want it fire engine red please, and that's what we got, fire engine red. So it's not the fire engine red that I know and understand, which is the old crimson colour. So that was the first mistake. Yeah, and then we had and the fence will sit basically about through here somewhere where the fence.
The company bought this from a line works in Ward, Canberra.
Yeah.
And we had it sitting in the shed at Harry for a long time. And when we built the new mill in the Harry Township, we were going to put a steam plant in, but the installation costs were so high that we reverted back to diesel. So we got this thing out of the shed and manned her up and cranked her up, and she went from 1959 to 1980. And then this thing was sitting outside, and they pulled it to pieces, and eventually come up here.
So how big is this machine? How heavy is she? What's it capable of?
Well, it's 275 horsepower. It does 250 revs a minute.
So that's the big wheel here, hooting around 270 times.
A minute, yeah. Which was not really fast, but I don't know what weight that is. It's quite heavy anyway, quite a few tons. But at Harry, it drove the mill, and it used to drive the bring down bench, had two circular saws, and then the breast bench, and I've seen the three saws cutting. And this thing was hardly altered its speed, but made a hell of a row.
So she really got into it.
Lovely. And we used to stand outside, and when it was working heavy, we used to blow smoke rings. And they were real good.
Like chuff, 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 poof, like that sort of thing.
No, it was just a steady chuff, chuff all the time. And these smoke rings come out. Great to watch.
On a cold day, they'd travel up.
Cold day, a frosty morning, they were good. But and it used the water and the fuel. Bang!
She's away.
Bang!
Isn't that good, eh?
Oh, great book, but it is amazing. The number of people say, "Let us know when you start that because we want to be here."
Yes,